This is the fourth of my series on how to build a unit circle for pre-calculus. Specifically, this is how to use the unit circle. As we described in the previous lessons, we're able to come up with the angles and the radian measures of each of these, and then ultimately the coordinates at the intersection of the radius and the circle themselves. And each of these represents a vertex of a triangle, a right triangle specifically, that can be used to calculate sine, cosine, or tangent. In this case, for example, we could look at the 30-degree triangle formed in this case. We know that because the hypotenuse is 1, the opposite side is 1/2, the adjacent side is √3/2, and that's how we came up with our coordinate at the tip. What we want to talk now about is finding the sine of 30 degrees. Well, SOHCAHTOA, sine is the opposite over hypotenuse, therefore that should be 1/2 over 1. But again, since this is the unit circle where the hypotenuse is equal to 1, that can be simplified to simply 1/2. And notice that we've already established that that is the y value in our coordinate. We don't even need to calculate it. We can simply know that the y value of the coordinate is equal to the sine of that angle. Similarly, the cosine of 30 degrees is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse. In this case, that would be √3/2 over 1. Since it's over 1, because we chose a unit circle, it's simply √3/2. And again, that's already highlighted in the x value of the coordinate. Therefore, we can treat the coordinate as though it's cosine of whatever theta angle we're dealing with and sine of whatever theta angle we're dealing with. As an example, let's practice. If we wanted to find the sine of 120 degrees, step 1, find where 120 degrees is on the circle. There. Step 2, focused only on that coordinate information, identify that since we're looking for the sine, we're looking at the y value. That's √3/2. In this case, the y value for 120 degrees is √3/2. Since we're asked to find the sine of 120, the answer is √3/2. Here's another example with radians this time. We want to find the cosine of 7π/6. First step, find 7π/6 on the unit circle. Second step, identify that with cosine, we're talking about the x value. In this case, that would be negative √3/2. Therefore, the cosine of 7π/6 is negative √3/2. The unit circle is an extremely valuable tool for dealing with trigonometry and is used extensively in pre-calculus. It's worth your time to study this.